It's a weird, look at that weird coloring. Hello. Hello, market. Hey, listen, I want to clarify something for you guys. I know there's nobody here right now, but I'm going to make this a video anyway. I want to make it perfectly clear. Earlier, I said I hate the market. I love the stock market. I know this is like my fuck toy. All right. What I hate about it is the blatant manipulation that most people fall for. Reading into the market and the corruption and the manipulation. The reason everybody hates the market. That's why I hate the market. I love it because I've learned how to play the manipulation. And it took me 20 years to finally to rise above it. Hang on a second. Let me get the other room going too. Oh my God, this is so fast. This is just so. A recession is bad for the United States, not bad for JP Morgan. What the hell does that even mean? What the fuck is this? I tell you, I never had this many people texting me. Thanks, I appreciate it. Appreciate your help. Wearing a hat or the towel. That's the most successful. Sorry, you're going. Yeah. Sorry, you're sick. You just want that. What? I tapped you on the ass. How did you do that? I got 60 minutes. What's out there? Nothing. Let's let him out. Let him go run around. Yeah, let him out. Go, get him, Brody, get him! Get him! Get him! Oh, it's a bloodbath. Oh, shit. What up? Yeah. Oh, we're back. Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back. Hey, we're back. That's working. This is working. Hey, everything's working right now. Is this working over here? Anybody hanging? Hey, what's up? You hanging? Who's hanging? Anybody hanging still? All right, so what's the plan tomorrow? We're all going to meet at the Omnovia room tomorrow. Call it 11:30. We'll get the juices flowing. Well, chances are we'll go from like 12 to like 4. Maybe we'll take a smoke break in the middle of that, or I don't know what the story is. Yeah, 11:30, market's going to be closed, so I'm going to be running a class. You guys are – shut up out there! My kids won't be here, won't be disturbed. I'll put my wife in the crate that I keep her in down in the basement. And then we'll rock and roll. So for you guys that were debating, I appreciate you guys signing up for the class. It'll be the best $300 you'll ever spend. Plus you get 2 free months to hang with the Warlock. And if you do intend to stay for the rest of your life, it comes off the top of membership. So the best money you'll ever spend will hang tomorrow. We'll talk, we'll shoot the shit, and maybe we'll play some trivia. Maybe we'll give away some stuff tomorrow too. I got lots of presents I want to give away. I got all this great stuff that I gave most of it to charity, but I have a lot of cool stuff that I hoard shit from Christmases past, and now my kids are all grown up. They're not going to play with this stuff. I got remote control cars. I got video games. I got kind of, a lot of cool stuff. If you got little kids, I love giving away old clothes. It makes me feel good. I do a mitzvah. It's a Jewish thing. That's right. I celebrate Christmas because I'm the only Jew left in the family. Anyway, so again, going back to that point where I was making about how I hate the stock market, I love this shit. I love making the market my little fuck toy. But I really hate the manipulation and the idea that they perpetrate this lie that they're so much smarter than us. Nobody's smarter than us. Nobody's smarter than me. I got an 870 on my SAT. I'm borderline like retarded. But I know how to read a freaking chart better than anybody in the world. I can't tell you what we're going to do tomorrow, and I don't need to. Because if you can't squeak out a couple of winning trades on what's going on today, just playing range breaks and VWAP and VWAP retracements, multi-day VWAP, AMD alone was the shiznit today. Today, AMD obeyed everything we've ever built revolving around VWAP. 1 minute to the first multi-day, second multi-day, third multi-day bounce, get to the top of the range, hit the top of the range from the second day, roll back over to the fourth multi-day. I've never seen a stock obey the multi-day that precise in a long time. We've seen some great stuff, but my God, phenomenal. But again, join me this year, for the rest of the year, into next year, as we, the lay people, the non-Wall Street people, show the Wall Street people that we know what we're doing also. And I'm not saying that and I also said something about how I was pretending to be bullish all this time. In a way, I was pretending to be bullish because I don't believe the market should have been doing what it was doing from, especially last year. Those first couple of years, yeah, the government took it over, but it wasn't supposed to do what it did. So for this market to give back 20, 30% off the top makes sense to me. But that being said, it doesn't have to make sense. We're just trading what we see from now on. No more what you think is going to happen 2 days from now, and especially not trying to figure out what a company does and how they're going to be, and crunching numbers and looking at EBITDA, and none of that matters. None of that matters, especially if you're just trading ranges and technical analysis. So anything past a day to 24 hours, because right now, if anybody guesses what's going to happen on the market when the market opens up on Thursday, nobody knows. If I had to guess, we gap down and we rally. Okay? Dad, I'm just a broker here because you have to work for the small brokerage firms. So then the larger brokerage firms come and see you and they give you a job. You can't get a job right at Goldman Sachs to start. Okay, Seth, that makes a lot of sense. But you are also running a casino out of your basement, and you're a criminal fucking fucktard. That was such a tough scene when his dad is just abusing him. You give me a movie, I'll give you a quote. Go. By the way, the point I wanted to make earlier about this market, and then I've been talking to you guys this whole time, and I've been talking to you guys over there also, and especially you in the back. You don't see 500-point moves to the upside in a healthy market. You don't. You only see those massive up days in a volatile, not good market. There's not any word I could use. It's not good. You don't see these moves. You don't see the up moves. Good markets, small moves, consolidate, small moves, consolidate, and then break out and build the staircase that we've come to know and see over, from 2012 to 2017. That's a healthy-ish market. You had 2015, you went sideways, consolidated, and you broke out. You don't get 600-point moves and think, oh, the bull market's back on. That's even more bearish. But you know what? It's not bad. No, it's not bad about it. Trading. The bigger the swings, the more opportunity you have for money, right? The bigger the ranges, the more chance you could find the range somewhere in the middle and make your way back to the top or the bottom of that range. So I'm telling you, man, after Amarin and Alibaba and Square and Yext and AMD and all the shady stocks that were once, I still get emails thanking me for the Square. I haven't been long Square since fucking $60. I was shorting the thing at 70, getting hammered on the way to 100. Fucking getting hammered, destroyed. Thank God I made some of my money back, or most of it on the way back down there. Owning stocks, what's the point? What's the point? Even Kron. I'm not selling the Kron. This stock could do whatever it wants. I like Kron. It's a stock that I know who is involved in this company and in that stock. I'm in it, right? If it goes to $15 in the next year and a half, I'm up 300% in three, let's say 2 years from now. So I held the stock. Let's go. It'll be about a year and a half come January. I think I bought it like about a year and a half ago, $5, right? Whatever. Let's say it goes up to 15. I'm up 300% on an investment that I've owned for 2.5 years. It's fantastic, right? Sure. But what am I up? 10 points. And I've had to hold through this up move. They're a fake company crashing. Oh, wait, they're not a fake company. Oh, no, but weed stocks are going out of business again. Oh, wait, no, the government's stepping in. Oh, no. Oh, wait, Philip Morris is in talks with them. I don't need this volatility, right? Because at the end of the day, the stock's right back to where it was 4 months ago. Like none of this happened. And what? What did I gain from it? I've been watching the same stock for over a year and a half go blah, 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 blah. Where if I was just a little bit active in this stock and just trade it a little bit more, get the hell out, buy it on the pullback, pops again, get the hell out, buy it again on the pullback, or just trade it intraday and not even hang on to it. Because look at some of these stocks. I mean, look at this fucking market, man. Nobody wants to buy this market right now. What are you, nuts? Well, you're supposed to buy when everybody's running out the door. Yeah, go ahead. Go ahead. Go ahead, buy it right now. Because I don't care if the market's gapped up 200 points and you're right on Thursday morning. I don't give a shit. Because you can get a gap up and within 5 minutes they'll eradicate it and I'll be shorting it before you get a chance to sell out of your stock. Liquidity right now. Liquidity is king. Has been since September before all this started. When we finally broke down under that 5-day VWAP. We hadn't even broken a 5-day VWAP on any stock. We were just trending and trending and trending higher and higher and higher. We finally started breaking 5 and 10 and 15 and then finally the monthly VWAPs. That was it. You want to be liquid. I used to want to invest in stocks that want to be part of something. Part of my ass getting beat Part of me feeling like a schmuck for not selling out of a stock. Look where this eye is. It's 2 points away from where I originally bought more. I mean, the stock was almost at 40 bucks. Like 3 weeks ago. Sick. Sick. We're going to close down today more points than we've ever closed in the history of mankind, coming off the bullshit that the media said the coast was clear. The deal's done. We're saved. No more tariffs, nothing. We got nothing to worry about, right? Nothing to worry about at all. Right into the biggest point fall we've had in this market in the history of mankind. Oh, yeah, you're feeling real safe now. Coast is clear. Somebody scream Barracuda, you say, huh? What? Somebody scream shark, and you've got a panic on your hands on the 4th of July. Chief Brody? So this is the best market I've been waiting for this market. Waiting. Let me see who the professionals are now. Let me see. Let me hear all the analysts. Let me hear, you know when the analyst makes their call? So now that their Amarin has fallen from 35 back to 17, that's when they downgraded. Oh, well, now our target's 22. Thanks. That's why I hate, when I say hate, I hate the market because of those analysts. That's why I hate the bull market, because it makes them seem smart and they know shit. They know nothing. It's the one Kramer quote. That's the greatest quote ever. They know nothing. Nobody knows anything. They're so smart, right? So smart. Downgrading the stock after it falls, upgrading it after it has a blowout quarter. They're such geniuses. And even those upgrades after the stock has a good move. How that Fossil upgrade work out at 31? How that Funko upgrade work out at 30? Stock's down 50. I mean, it goes on and on and on. Now, I just want to point out one thing that's worth noting about the UVXY and why most people still lose money on UVXY. So while the market's tanking, right, the person who doesn't realize UVXY is such a busted product does serve its purpose today for sure. But the market has sold off another 300 points. You would assume that UVXY would be at the highs of the day right now. Is it? No, because it's such a bullshit busted product. That's why if you're going to short the market, short the market. Don't do UVXY. Let UVXY be your guide, but if you're going to short the market, pick the SPYs, pick the diamonds, pick the Qs, or pick something that you know is really heavily weighted to go with the market. You don't want to be trading some penny stock bullshit to capitalize on the market crashing. Chances are the stock's not going to go anywhere. You're not trading some bullshit weed stock right now, at $31, blah, blah, blah. You want to be shorting the market. That's why I'm always talking about diamonds, Qs, and all that other stuff. So bang, bang, there goes the market. What did we wind up down? We didn't break the record. 785. 785. Close. We were almost there. I think the record was 8 something. Somebody was talking about that yesterday. Fuck me. Fuck me. All I know is my boy Colin had your best day trading ever, right? And again, I'm like a piker little bitch. I mean, I'm sitting there. I had that AMD nailed. And I'm taking 12-cent profits. Stupid. So where do we wind up? What's the final official closing price? $791.50? Yeah, talk about it. Talk about it on CNBC now. You guys on and I got the guys that still want to condemn me. I mean, not many people, but after the fact. I do this shit live all day. I did 2 trades live as soon as I launched the YouTube channel before with the diamond. I called the bottom, the intraday bottom at the time. We rallied 315 points off the spot where I covered. Boom. And by the way, sprinkled into all my ranting and raving, you do hear what I'm saying, right? Holding positions this year, I'm a freaking victim too. I mean, I got destroyed, yexed every time I held the stock this year after that nice move. And again, some of that money was just profits. We were in the stock from 1750 and 20. Sold out of those options to pay for the 30s and holding on to the stock. So it wasn't a complete disaster, but there's no way this thing's going to $30 by February. I'm sitting with 100 options that are worthless right now that I thought I'd be retiring on. So if you're sitting there, and again, there's a lot of us out there now. I'm the original. I've been running chat rooms since they were chat rooms. I'm going back to AOL. 28 male NYC. I love hairy women and long walks in the park. I'm in the chat room, you know, and I like talking about stocks if anyone's interested. But I really want to, you know, I'm into MILFs that have lots of hair. That's what I'm doing in 2001 and 2002. I've been running chat rooms before there was a chat room. I had kids with headsets at my firm yelling at them with the headsets. And now you got everybody's got a chat room. If everybody was so smart, right? Do what I do. Trade. Trade live in front of other people. Or at least talk live in front of other people. Or my favorite is you got these guys. I get, you know, again, I'm on every freaking list. I get emails every day. They wanted me to join their chat room. So I got some new place, master. I can't age, sex, location. Exactly. Yeah. 28 male NYC. I love MILFs. And I got a 12-inch cock. Lying. It's actually 6 inches, but I could fold it in half. What? So I messed that joke up. There was something about a 12-inch cock, but you fold it in half. Oh, no. I messed that joke up. Anyway, crickets. But what the hell are we talking about? If they're so awesome, right? Do what I do. Trade live. Admit you're wrong, right? Has anybody heard Jason Bond? I know people in his room. He's getting his ass kicked. You don't hear and see him making videos. Hey, everybody, I'm ruining your YouTube video by telling you about my room. Yeah, give me $20,000 and I'll sucker you out of even more money by giving you shitty stock picks and claiming I never lose money. Hey! Jason Bond. Tim Sykes. By the way, if you don't know, I challenged them all to a trade-off. Not one. Oliver Velez, Jason Bond, Tim Sykes, the Warrior Trader. Nobody wants to take my challenge because it's a lose-lose situation for them. You understand? If I out-trade them in a live environment, then what? I'm a winner. Then what? Their whole business is shot. That's why they won't take the challenge. They don't want to risk being exposed. I can risk being exposed because I've never not said anything that isn't real. I know when I suck. And there's no way to get around it. But did I suck today? I'm the fucking man today. And I'll be the man tomorrow. So the guy out there that still wants to complain about your yext, bro, I made 6 points today on diamonds short alone. He made $1 on an AMD trade. We traded Kron for 2 points already. So you could take your yext and you could shove it up your ass. You think I'm happy that the stock went from $27 to $15? Of course not. But I told you to sell it at 25 and at 22.50. And what did you say? Well, you just told me to buy it. You said it was going to 50. I know I said it was going to 50, but that's the stock market. Just like these analysts who thought the market was just, we were good. Yeah, Santa Claus is here. We're going to rally till the end of the year. Yeah, what happened to them? So you want to see what we do now? Now here's what we do. All right? Take a look at who's reporting. Is anybody reporting earnings? Because it's the only thing you should be concerned about still. I want you to go to this website, earningswhisper.com. Pretty good website, right? Copy, paste, bang, go here, wham. You come to the room, my boy Solid Jello will show you how to set your Thinkorswim up to scan the markets for options. For earnings reports. If you don't want to click a few buttons here, check this out. Go here, right? And now what we do is we see who reports, right? Whoever's reporting tonight, we keep an eye on them, right? Let's see. Anybody interesting? Oh, there's somebody interesting. Tuesday, December 4th, you got HPE. So HPE, right? Wham. Put that up there. You got Marvell, MRVL. Wham. You got Zscaler, which is ZS. Wham. And anybody else? Anybody interested in IDT? Let's see what the volume. I forgot what that stock's like. IDT. Nah, not enough volume. So there you got 3 stocks, right? We're going to look at ZS and HPE and MRVL. And this is the evolution of, again, we're going to go over this 1,000 times tomorrow. But the reason you want to watch earnings reports is because when you have an earnings report, you got 5 times the volume on the stock the next day. If you've got more volume, our system, VWAP and the multi-day VWAPs come into play that much more accurately. So we watch companies who report. And the most important thing, when I talk about that trade that works 71 times in a row, it's always on an earnings report. So right now you got Marvell, right here. Check a look. Marvell, MRVL. Coming to the whole number, right? MRVL. We're not big fans of trading in the aftermarket. We want to watch how they react. Take notes. You make your range. So right now, 1547 is the low, right? You put a red line there. Boom. Now you got 16. You want to be buying the stock at 16, 16, 16, 16. You see what just happened there at the 16? Big guy shows up on the offer. Nowadays, big size on the offer is the market makers trying to screw you because everything in this business is to get screwed. So they show big size on the offer, and guess what happened? Somebody bought that huge size on the offer, and you pop 20 cents, right? So now you're seeing the stock starting to gravitate, might even go green. This is what we call, you got the 1 minute over 1581, the multi-day 1605. Now the final step of this process would be if it goes into the green. Now, in the aftermarket, it's a lot less liquid. So more of it, we're watching to see how it reacts. You take notes, maybe even really take notes. Unless you're brain dead, you could probably remember a few numbers and letters, right? Tomorrow, you get an idea where this is getting trading. Obviously, 16 is a big number, right? You got over 16, you're getting some volume over 16. It's going to be significant on Thursday. So you're going to watch this. So now if Marvell was to gap down under, let's say 1580, and then gather some steam, this is where you want to take notes. What happens in the aftermarket often gets mimicked the next day. So let's say Marvell rips up to 1650 right now. Does that mean it's going to open up at 1650 on Thursday? That would be too easy. No, they're going to gap the stock down to sucker people out of their shares on Thursday, and then you'll probably chop around and you'll have the same setup on Thursday where if you buy something at 1580, usually anything under 20 bucks you can buy about, I usually start with 600 or 1,000 shares. Stock goes up 22 cents. You know what that is? 220 bucks. It's a day's pay, all in one trade. The reason you don't trade the aftermarket for me, and what I would suggest most of the time for you guys too, you want to learn from the aftermarket. Watch what the stock does. Where were some important levels? Take notes, or just draw the lines on your charts so that you'll remember when you come in the next day. All right, here's the Marvell. Oh, look, it's at 1565. This was important. Next thing you know, if the trade starts to evolve and then you get to these same levels, now you know if it gets to 1630 and breaks it, tomorrow or Thursday, you're probably going to get another move out of this thing. So boom, that's how you do your analysis. You don't trade the aftermarket. There's lack of liquidity. You're going to get your ass kicked. You don't have to gamble on what you thought Marvell was going to do before the report. There's plenty of action after the report. You don't have to take any extra risk in this market. You're getting paid intraday. Let that be what you do. And then when the time comes, when the coast is truly clear, I'll tell you when it's clear. Because until I'm not going to get into the whole thing. We'll talk more about it again tomorrow. The coast is not clear right now, okay? I told you. You don't have 600-point moves to the upside when it's a good market. In the history of the market, you don't see it. So that's just trend trading, knowing your history of your market. You don't see it. But now what we're doing is we're fighting the trend. Usually when the market has a down market after Thanksgiving, you have the up. We had the up week. More often than not, these next 3 weeks have been up days. So this is a little fucked up. We're breaking from seasonality trends, which is why we went down 800 points today, because it caught people off guard. And when people are caught off guard, they react negatively. Hit the button, boom, you get a 800-point move down, because this move definitely caught people off guard, except my crew this morning. And I tell you right now, because I never fuck around, I never bullshit you, I was shorting the UVXY, and I was talking about how if the UVXY rolls over and breaks 45, Santa Claus is here. And right in that moment, right there, I don't even think I was done saying that this morning as I was covering UVXY at 47, 58, 62, and 78. Admitting I was wrong. But Kenny, you just said the UVXY was going to go down and Santa Claus was here. Guess what? Santa Claus just got shot. He's bleeding to death on your roof. Get the fuck out of the stock market. That's how easy, that's how quickly you got to change. Santa's dead. He's dead. Sorry. My daughter starts crying. What do you mean Santa's dead? Guys, this is the greatest market ever. All we need is 2 more years. Let's give it 3 more years. 3 more years of this. Give me a range of 3,000 points for the next 3 years, and we're going to be fine. Let everybody else try to figure out what kind of market we're in. Bullish, bearish, recession, depression, expansion. None of it matters. None of it matters. Trade what you see. And I'll tell you, there's going to be a sector that nobody's thinking about right now. It's going to start exploding. There's going to be another craze. We had the blockchain. We had the weed. We're going to have something else soon. You can't think of it because you don't know what it is yet. You never know. Maybe oil just has this miracle comeback. If you don't think oil could tack on 20, 30% out of nowhere, you're not buying into the manipulation of everything. Don't you think the cartels are planning this all along? They're stocking up on oil futures right now, and then they're going to release some news about how the supply is dwindling, or there's going to be some skirmish in Kuwait or something, or some other sand nation is going to fight with the other sand nation and set something on fire. And next thing you know, oil's going back up. You'll see. You'll see. The whole thing. It's all manipulated. We're in the matrix. Don't ever forget that. Took me a long time to open my eyes to this bullshit. Took me a long time to realize I know nothing. Let you tell me what to do, Mr. Market. I'll just go along for the ride, and I appreciate you letting me take something out of it. That's it. I ain't picking bottoms. I'm not picking tops. I'm not guessing where this thing's going to be 3 days from now, 3 months from now. Sick. Sick day. Just sick, sick, sick. That AMD was the sickest. That AMD trade, that AMD to the VWAP, to the multi, to the multi, to the multi, back to the multi. Oh man, wow. Cron too. Cron, phenomenal. That's why, guys, I know, look, I'd love to show you my charts on YouTube. Like I said, my room's free to the end of the year. Come and hang out. I want to amaze you guys. And if you guys want to hang, just drop me an email. By the way, this Marvell, I just want to keep an eye on it for a second because this could be actually an earnings reversal right here in the aftermarket. The only time I'd bend the rules a little bit if this thing was to go into the green. Because right now you pulled back. You held the 1 minute. You're still above our multi-day VWAP. Doesn't look too bad. But again, usually, again, everything we do is trends, right? My trend is that I generally lose money in the aftermarket. So what do? If something normally doesn't work, do you keep trying and trying and trying? Not when it comes to trading. If you found that something doesn't work, that's a trend. Stop doing that stuff. I don't gamble on earnings reports anymore with options. Took me many years to figure that out. I don't trade the aftermarket. I'd rather be jealous. Yeah, I traded Restoration Hardware today like a champ, buddy. That was my shit. Right out of the gate. Stock's up 30 points. Come on. They sell overpriced furniture. Now, I didn't short it till like 145. I really got it going at 138.20. I'm all right. I'm all right. Thank you. But this is the market that I've been dreaming of, and I'm so happy it's back. What would make me even more happy is if we rally 290 points on Thursday and then sell off 150 on Friday and then gap down on Monday and then rally 300 points off the gap. That's what I want to see. No more trying to figure out what this, I mean, look at the chart on I. I mean, are we talking what? What is it? I mean, what day was that? Well, it's 2 months now. It seems like it's the other day. The stock was closing in on 40, and now it's at 21. The fuck? Stocks didn't pull back. These aren't pullbacks. This is utter destruction. It's fantastic because if we do get healthy, we will bottom out and we'll form a bottom range and then we'll break out from there. If you want to be an investor, that is. I don't know if we're going to go back to 35 on the Qs, but that would be something crazy. Now, all kidding aside here, if you want to get some real levels, right? We had what was the 9-month VWAP that couldn't hold today, right? And we sold off considerably, right? Right now, there's really no reason to feel confident on a bounce until we get down to some real supports, not for another 375 points to the downside. Thanks, man. And that's the thing about this market. Everybody thinks, I mean, just because we sold off 1,500 points, 2,000 points, so, you know, the first part of the sell-off, nobody sold. That's the manipulation of the market. The first 3 or 4%, that's only those are the manipulators getting out. All right? Then you finally catch on to the people that love technical analysis, they start getting out. Right? Oh, 30 you like I don't know. At this point, I got to assume we're going to see $20. I'm not buying it back. I mean, I saved myself some money. I finally dumped it at $27.50. you know, but I had a call spread, whatever. The options are just insane on that stock. Saved my ass. I was selling $40 calls for $5 just like 2 months out. So that really offset the collapse. But here, take a look at the Dow Jones for a second, right? My favorite thing in the world. We just pulled back right down. I mean, it's unbelievable where we are right now. Solid. Look at this thing. Look at this thing. Look at the diamonds. Look at this 9-month VWAP on the diamonds. We're here. So we are trading at what we've been trading plus or minus about, let's call it 800 points around this 9-month VWAP. And once again, we just retraced right back to it. So now if we don't hold it, tomorrow's area, we could be down at 248.50. So if we break the candle from 4 days ago, we're right back down the bottom of the range. So why wouldn't we go back and test the bottom, right? Excuse me. Man, this chart looks so beautiful that I can't imagine buying stocks until we're at 23,600. Look at the 2-year VWAP and then go to look at the 2-year VWAP and look where we were last Thanksgiving. This is only 1 year ago. Penny stocks now. Low float, yeah. I got a couple of bullshit stocks for you. I mean, they're not actually no low float anymore. I own some INSG. I don't know if that qualifies. Anything under 5 is kind of a penny stock, but I got HTGM, INSG. Those are my 2 shitty ones that I got in the kids' portfolio in case something exciting happens. INSG, I'm up 50% on. HTGM, I was up big and now I'm back to being flat. But penny stocks, unless I know the pumper and he's calling me 3 months before he's about to do the pump, then I'd buy a penny stock. Awful. I see you. But here, take a look at this chart, kids. Look at that beautiful setup. All of this selling, right? All of this craziness. Right? Where are we? Where are we? Where are we? We're 2,000 points higher still from where we were on Thanksgiving Day last year. And that's where we're going. I love pot. What? What kind? What kind you got? If anybody's out there, I'm looking for this. Please help me. If anybody's out there and you have a connection somewhere in San Diego or California, I would really appreciate if somebody could find me these. I'm all out. This was the greatest thing I've ever come across in my life. Oh, go on YouTube. Oh, here, I can put it up there. I don't know if I could do double broadcasts. Scorpion Venom. I know Scorpion Venom. But this is officially, I don't think I've ever enjoyed anything. And again, I'm ahead from 15, really. So we're talking about 32 years of being ahead. You guys know, you see what's behind me. I named my kid Marley. This, they call it Skittles. Oh, my Lord. But the Venom, awesome stuff. So you want to see why, this whole craze about, legalizing this crap is bullshit. So this cost you, if you know somebody in New York City, $50, right? But in Vegas, they package it in this thing. They give you a fancy snuff box, right? This was the large cartridge for 50. So they give you a little case. They want to make it look fancy. They give you the charger, a battery pack, and they give you the half the size of that for $72.50. So you know what? You could take your legal stuff and whatever. You're overpaying for it because it's legal and it's cool to go into a store. But you know what? I'd rather call my boy in Brooklyn or, you know, the cab guy that drives around with these. Do it that way. But yeah, if you could find this, man, Skittles, the only thing quite as good was something called Tropical Trainwreck. And I'm hearing that the Tropical Trainwreck is back, but in the buds. Trader Glenn, I love my Cron stock too. Look, it's nice to be in a stock that was green today, right? By the way, watch this Marvell, man. Watch the Marvell. You're getting a reversal right here. As a matter of fact, it actually is. This is definitely one to watch. So look what Marvell just did, right? You chopped back below the multi-day. You went back above it. Look where you pulled back to just now. Even in the aftermarket, it's kind of obeying the rules. 1605, pulled back to the multi-day, bounced right off it. You broke a new high. Now you're pulling back. You better protect your wealth. Another thing about some of those other, you know, those low cap stocks, you know, let's say you get it wrong. A lot of times they never make a comeback. You know, if you get pumped and then dumped on, you're generally not coming back. You know, if you bought Apple at 200 and you're down 25 points on it, you got more of a chance of Apple making a comeback, or at least with that, you could hedge yourself, sell calls against it, maybe while you're waiting for it to come back, generate some income. With the low cap, you know, small cap stuff and the penny stocks, especially if you're involved in a pump and dump and you get dumped, usually you're done. There's no coming back. Let me know when, you know, RKDA comes. Wow, actually stock's up this week. You guys remember RKDA? Yeah, you gotta love it at 50, right? RKDA. Whew. You guys remember that one? RKDA. You gotta love INNT, right? Hey, if you loved it at 50, you gotta love it here at 2, right? Come on, give me some. Give me all. Give me it all. You gotta love QD, right? Come on. There's some you know, investment vehicle in China that Jack Ma is investing. You gotta love it at 30. Yeah. How about some here at 4? It's tough. It's tough because, you know, with the low caps, the low float shit, plus considering all this stuff is so manipulated that they're easily manipulated. The lower the volume, you could have a few rich guys controlling the whole float and move the stock wherever they want it to go. That's why those low cap stocks, remember, I came from that world. I was a terrible stockbroker for a while. I worked at those firms. I saw the sausage being made, and it's not pretty. They get 2 or 3 market makers in collusion. No collusion. Believe me, I've seen it. There is collusion, a lot of collusion, terrific collusion. Collusion, my favorite word. I love it. I love collusion. Because if you're colluding, what they're doing, they just sit there, they drop the bid, they suck up as many shares as they possibly can, and then because there's only a few market makers involved, They just artificially raise the price. So on huge volume, they'll just take the stock in, and then on very, very low volume, they start to drag it up until they get some more people that think it's about to break out, and then they start dumping the stock to those new victims. A lot of people don't realize. Collusion, no collusion. A lot of people don't realize that the market's still up from when I took office. So relax, everything's all right. Schmuck's a good word. I call him a douchebag. The sad thing about it, he wouldn't be as bad, because I don't hate, the whole caravan thing. They made him to be such a, they made him out to be such a awful, awful person. But he's just saying, we got to do something. You can't let 6,000 people come parading into the country. City guy. Me and my father just had that entire conversation. You have to, that that's going on, right? Listen, guys, look, I don't know what's going to come out of this meeting, but I think you should all be buying the stock market right now. If you hear what I'm saying, maybe you should be buying the dip right here, because I'm going to go into a meeting and I'm going to come out of the meeting and I'm going to tell everybody everything's great and the market's going to rally. It's going to be fantastic. And then reality is going to set in. But if you don't think they're trading around these massive moves, of course they are. Of course they are. That's why the moves are so massive. Trump's guys are making a killing in the middle, and then everyone else is reacting, right? So the reaction gets you to, instead of being down 400, we're down 800 today. Or instead of being up 300, we're up 600. But there never was a deal. So all we just did was we gave back the fake bump on the fake deal. By the way, here, look, Marvell, watch this. If it breaks 1640, this would actually be a 1-minute multi-day VWAP reversal. Now, if this was the real market, I already would have bought the stock. But because it's the aftermarket and more easily manipulated, I just tend to watch for entertainment purposes only. I'm slightly tempted, but I'm probably not doing this trade. I agree. I think we got 1,400 points easy to sell off. And that's nothing, right? We're moving in 400-point increments almost every day. We get 800 off the top today. Thank you very much, right? What's another 1,500 down? It's a fart. This ain't the same market from 1987. We're at 25,000. We can withstand 600-point moves. I think I'm sticking to it right from the beginning of the sell-off. Even though we've rallied twice in my face, I still think we're going down to that 23,615. That's my target. 23,615. If that doesn't hold, we're done. We're in trouble, because then we're going to 22,000, and then that 23,600 is going to be resistance trying to get back above it, and we might be in trouble. But then again, who cares? Are we in trouble? Who's in trouble? If you own stocks, you're in trouble. If you're trading and we're in a 4,000-point range for the next 2 years, fantastic. That's not trouble for me. $23,615. Exactly. 23615. That's my target. Well, that's my computer's target. It's telling me where we're going. And so far, this shit has been working like a charm this year. But if we don't hold that level, we got right underneath there is the last moment. It got slight support right underneath. Call it 23,290 right there. We break that, there's nothing there. There's nothing there. We got another 1,200 points right below that. So that's that. I don't have my phone. So anyway, tomorrow I'm going to be doing a 5-hour seminar. If you guys are still out there thinking about joining what we're doing, you want to learn how to trade around these VWAP and these ranges and be liquid like us and have some fun on days like this, then send my buddy an email. Where is he? He's managing. I finally got a guy helping me manage this stuff. What's your email address? What we're going to go with? Grateful Servant. Here, contact this guy. GRATE. Grateful Servant. Grateful Servant at hitthebid.com. He'll take care of you. And for that guy who was looking for a hand job, if you're really nice to him, and it's dark, you guys both look different directions, I think he's into it. He said, why not? It's not an annual thing. It's a lifetime thing. Yeah, it's one time, and you're my minion for life. And by the way, it's not just about trading. If you guys, if whatever you've paid for in this industry, I do. You want a financial advisor? I've done it all. I could give you shitty stock picks like anybody else too. But I'd rather see you be liquid. I'd rather see you be trading. And if you're not everybody's able to be liquid. You want to be an investor, right? Not right now. I'll give you the all clear signal. I need to see support finally hold. I need to see these huge moves have to stop happening. But right now, just being on the, being in cash is the way to go. I do like one stock. All right. And I bought it, and I bought more last week. PCG. I like stocks that have already gotten their asses kicked, right? And this fucker got hammered, right? We bought it when it broke back over 24.80. And then we bought more at 25.50, more at 26. And then I bought more at 27.20, which kind of brought my cost average a little bit too high. But right now we're hanging out. I think this stock, the way it's trading, it keeps coming back to VWAP at the end of the day. It's sitting here coiling. So as long as it doesn't break out, the more coiling, the more range that it stays below that 27.50 area, the breakout on this stock is going to give you probably minimum of a 2.5 point move with a possible 3.5. And all said and done, if we get into this gap, we're looking at a stock that could go to 39.80. Things trading at 26.50 right now. I think this is a nice little setup here. And again, if the market gets stronger, and we're waiting to see what the government has to say about this, because there could be another shoe to drop. That's why I'm in a small amount of it. I'm looking to play it with options and some call spreads. We'll go over that stuff tomorrow also. But I don't really want to get into positioning because there's no reason to right now. This is a liquid market. Stay liquid and, be a part of the manipulation instead of being manipulated on. Speaking of that, U.S. Steel right back to 22.50. That's been interesting down there. What else was there we liked? As much as I hate Square because it left me in the dust those last 30 points, you give me this stock back at $58, I start to like it again, But there was another level that I liked just below that. Hang on, let me see if I can find it before I leave you. Nah. Not really. Actually, I kind of changing my tune a little bit, but 52.75. You give me another 10 points down on Square, I'm buying this one back for the kids. I like I like the company. You know, you give me another 10 points down, 52.70 area, little capitulation, bang. But if you really want to get crazy, real support is 43 bucks on this stock. 43. This thing was trading over 100. Now real support for it's at 43. Oh, sick. Sick. All right, all that being said, tomorrow Marvell gaps down onto 16. We're buyers probably. Stock pops back to 1650. We make our 500 bucks, call it a day. I'll see you guys. I'll launch this tomorrow to see if you guys want to join in. If you guys want to, you know, talk to the Grateful Servant, give him an email, send him your phone number. He'll tell you a little bit about what we're doing on tomorrow at 12. We're doing a little thing 12 to 5 probably. And then obviously I do my live show every day. I'll try to launch this again. I keep forgetting. And the next thing you know, I've said so much that I don't want to come and reiterate it when it's already past. All right. Have a nice day off if you guys aren't joining us tomorrow. And let's rock and roll. All right. I'll see you guys. Thanks for stopping by again. I'll see you tomorrow at 11:30 or 12 o'clock. All right. And if anybody finds me any of this stuff, no, we're doing a class tomorrow. Yeah. I'm doing a seminar. All right. Contact the Grateful Servant or contact me if you want to join us. We'll give you more details. On that note, farewell, and let the market be like this for the next how long period of time. Tropical train wreck for everybody. See ya.